Hey,
Hi, Camila. How are you?
I'm
Wonderful to
great.
see you.
Oh, so good to see you. And I'm so glad to be in conversation with you, Theo Jerry. So let's dive in. As you know, Jerry, this year has been a year of reflection for me and unpacking and learning and unlearning and really getting honest with myself about who I am and how I'm showing up and not showing up in the world. And on this racial healing journey, you know, reconciling with about how my actions, even from when I was 14, using unacceptable language and perpetuating stereotypes, I have a connection with, these systems and beliefs that actively oppress other people. And I think that the first part of this journey was feeling and then being like, okay, what can I do about this? And being, a person that has a platform, I wanted to do it responsibly. And that's when I reached out to Jerry and the National Compadres Network to do these racial healing sessions. And we went on a really beautiful journey for a few weeks where I truly feel like I learned and my heart awakened so much. What made you decide to dedicate so much of your life's work to racial healing?
My family are immigrants, Mexicanos, and but we grew up in Compton. We grew up in a black-brown neighborhood, and it was a beautiful neighborhood where wonderful people, but also it was a time of a lot of direct racism and discrimination. And one of the experiences that I gave you is that one time we were walking down the street. I was walking home with some of my African American friends, and the cops stopped us. And the cops stopped us and threw us to the wall. And the cops were asking me, "Are you with them? Are you with them?" And I had to decide.
Mm-hmm.
I decided, was I with them or was I going to just go home? And I told them, no, I'm with them. And they threw me against the wall too. These issues are systemic. They're
Yeah.
worldwide. They're in our systems. They're in our narratives. They're in everything. I know that you have your family and your family also has a journey. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about your journey here.
I come from a family of immigrants, and my dad is from Mexico and my mom is from Cuba. You always hear, coming from a family of immigrants, talks of, this country and the American dream. But what I didn't learn, because it wasn't in the history books, was the amount of oppression and racism and discrimination that African American and Native American people have suffered in this country for so long. And
Right.
we have a habit as human beings, and on a larger scale, in a society, and on a larger scale, this country, and on a larger scale, the world, we bury the ugly stuff. We don't talk about it. We bury the past. I felt like I have a responsibility as a human being to be aware of what's going on and be aware of how my friends and how other people are being treated and what's contributing to their suffering, even if it doesn't necessarily impact me in the same way.
Well, first of all, Camila, let me just thank you and acknowledge you for being willing to go on this journey, but being willing to be honest and vulnerable and acknowledge your journey and who you are. When you reached out to myself and Ana Perez from the Latino Equity Project, the thing about racial healing and racial equity is not to think that you have to know everything, not to think that you need to have all the answers. It's deciding, do you join the journey?
Yes.
Do you stand with, our relatives? And I call them relatives because we're all interconnected that way. Do you stand with them? And I think that the next part of this is then to join with allies, those folks that are speaking out for Black lives that matter, those that are speaking out for our Native relatives that still haven't been acknowledged for all that's done to them, for the immigrant population, for our Muslim population, for LGBTQ all the populations that for LGBTQ all the populations that are oppressed. So Camila, you're on this journey now and have learned so much. What advice would you give other young people that are interested in being a part of this movement?
I would say just show up exactly as you are. Show up with your story, with the knowledge that you have right now. Show up with all the love that you have for your friends and for other people. Show up with all of your empathy and all of your stuff. Just show up. We have to acknowledge our missteps and, not be afraid of making mistakes or having made them. And it's about, just like we are to ourselves individually, we hold ourselves accountable, but then most importantly, with love, we learn and then we move forward because we need all the voices. What about you, Jerry?
I want to invite people,
Yes.
to join this effort, of beginning the dialogues, of doing your own work, of then standing up, against racism and discrimination, but then standing for that the sense of sacredness of all people.
Yes.
And that's what we have to create in this world. We have to create in this world a space where everybody sees each other as family, and everyone is willing to walk with each other as family, to pick us up when we fall, but to bless us up when it's needed. And that's part of this journey of racial healing. And we encourage and invite everyone to go on this journey with us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Jerry.